The World Compak 2016 came to EJ Churchill's, a shooting ground that is used to holding competitions on the world stage, and preparations for the competition have been running smoothly.
Yeah, well, we're in the middle of the first day of the World Compak anyway. It feels like the middle because they're allowed to practice for 2 days. So today's the first day. 4 days, back to back, shoot 50 targets a day, 200 in total. So it's we've got the weather, been blessed by the weather, absolutely gorgeous. So it's been a fantastic start. We've got nearly just short of 400 people. So and they each have to shoot every day. So they start today, 50 targets, and then all the way through. Find a winner, hopefully. George, am I biased? Probably, just a bit. Just a bit. Talking to a few of the very good British shots, you know, most of them don't practice at all. They just go in there and shoot it. I was talking to some yesterday evening, and they just said, you know, they didn't want to go and shoot a 25 and then, you know, go back the next day. And, you know, if they then not concentrating whatever or taking it easier, then they'll see. But no, apparently most of them don't. But the foreigners, I mean, they just shoot and practice and practice and practice and practice. It's quite an interesting one. I mean, look, the great shots have the ability to hit every single target out there. There's nothing that should catch them out. But of course there will be, because, you know, there's a lot of targets. You know, you've got to think about different things, different menus, different options. And so, yeah, it'll be challenging for them.
The event has a relaxed feel, and with only 50 targets a day to shoot, there's lots of time for the competitors to unwind. Mark Windsor shot in the morning and took the rest of the day to relax and to recover, as he's not quite feeling fighting fit.
It's been a game of two halves for me, carrying a bit of a neck injury, so I really struggled today. I fell over when I was shooting or hunting in New Zealand and really jarred my neck. This event for me, the World Compak, is it's always an interesting one. You know, you usually you get higher scores in Compak because, you know, there's a distance limit of 40 and 60 yards. 60 yards a long way, 40 yards at the distance. So everything's in that, we would say, easy box, but it's a very technical kind of shooting. You know, you've got to be really, really tight with your game. You can't make any small mistakes. You've got to really have your mental game good for this as well, because it's not just about going out there and shooting. It's about going out there and not missing. That's the game for Compak, you know.
With the competition running smoothly, the manager of the shooting ground is using the time he has to take in the day and see how the shooters are getting on.
So far, it's going really well. Good feedback. Clients and competitors are all enjoying it, and the weather's good, so that's a bonus.
The president of the FITASC Association, Jean-Francois Palinkas, is also delighted with the event and how it's been run.
This is a way for the future, okay? It's more fast. You don't lose any minutes. We don't use any more paper, for example. Okay, so there is no mistake with the mark, and so the score is a score, and nobody contests.
It's not only the shooters that have been getting some practice in. The course designer has also been using the practice sessions to get everything in perfect working order.
I've shot this course myself, and I really enjoyed it.
Challenging.
Yeah, it was challenging. I have especially worked on distance, angles, speed, and a lot of kind of variations. So it looks easy, but it's very technical.
The weather is always a factor for shooters to deal with, but with scorching summer conditions, George Digweed thinks we could see a high score.
Look, you know, it's first day of the major championship. I've come up, shot 2 layouts, shot the first one as well as I could have shot it, and shot the second one about as poorly as I could have shot it. Sitting on 47 in World Championships, you know, in this discipline where you can't afford to miss is not ideal. You can only lose it today, and I probably have, in the context of the shoot, probably have done that. But look, there's a long way to go, and you never really know until the final shot's fired. But I've definitely put myself behind the 8 ball, and it'll be interesting to see where it finishes up.
Unfortunately for George, it wasn't enough, as Tamas Jerry from Hungary was crowned the overall winner with a score of 198.